Hey, this is Bill from Dirty Bird Outdoors. We're going to be doing some videos to help the beginner fisherman. Some videos just like this video today where we're going to be doing the ultimate planer board setup. There's a lot of new guys, they don't know what kind of boards to buy. They might not even know how the boards work. They definitely probably don't know the planer board setups. They're just going to buy them and use them as is. And I went through a lot of growing pains with these boards. You know, I tried every clip there was and all those different types of things. So we're going to do videos on terminal tackle, maybe reel and rods, anything to help out the new fisherman for Lake Erie. So today's video, it's going to be on what we believe is the ultimate planer board setup. Okay, we use offshore planer boards, and my boards are stored in the boat in a Tango Fishing Systems rack. This one's made out of aluminum. They have some of them made out of 3D printed, and you know, it keeps our boards out of the way. It gives me a way to utilize this track in my boat. We put them here, and it's worked out great. So on our board, we have the offshore planer board, and this is our ultimate planer board setup. Okay, the front clip, this comes on your boards, and this is what we use to release our boards. We twist up our line, we stick it into the front clip, so there's no need to change your front clip. On the rear of the board, it comes with a red clip. Now that red clip inside there, there's a small pin. You have to get your line behind that small pin. And if you don't get your line behind the small pin, guess what? You're gonna lose your board. Well, that small pin is tiny. It's the same clip that we'll use for snap weights, but inside that is a tiny, tiny pin. Well, if you can't see that pin, or the buddies you're going out with can't see that pin, it can be pretty tough sometimes. Over time, for whatever reason, we've had like the line wear grooves into that pin. Once they get grooved up, well then trying to get the line out of the holder becomes even more difficult, you know, because it's hung up a little bit. And some of the clips are too hard to squeeze, like for my wife or for one of my sons, they have trouble squeezing the clips to get them open. So what I decided to do was put an OR18 clip on the rear. And the OR18, all you have to do is flip the lever forward, and it has a pin. If you can see the pin on it, there's a pin. What engages into that hole. So once it's clipped on there like that, even if your line was to work its way out from underneath the pads, it's going to be, the board might slide down the line, but it's not coming out. You're not going to lose your board. I guarantee you with this clip, you will not lose your board. And then when you want to open it up, you just flick the lever and you're open. It's adjustable on the screw for the back. It's adjustable for tension. And ever since I put this on, used it almost a year, great, love it. We put the tattle flag system on our boards, and I highly recommend this because some of the bites you're going to get, it's not going to pull your board back. But if you have this on, a little bit of tension, you might see your flag halfway down, it might be all the way down. But for $8.99, $10, I highly recommend the tattle flag. Always put your name on your boards. You want to do that, whether you use marker or a labeler, whatever. This way, if you do lose a board, somebody will call you and give it back to you. If we use these boards at night, if you notice there's a snap towards the front of my boards right here. I use these Amish Outfitter lights. They glue snaps on them, and then you just snap those on the front of your boards. And they got red lights and green lights for your starboard and port side, so you can identify your boards that way. And one of the biggest, if not the biggest modifications, the boards on the front clip, they come with a screw and an acorn nut, right? Well, I took that off. I bought these binder screws, and I got them off Amazon. They got a low profile head on that side. I can't tell you how many times when we were fishing, we'd go to release our board and the line would get hung up on that acorn nut. I don't care if it was on the top, I don't care if it was on the bottom. I replaced it with these. Perfect. That is probably one of the biggest modifications that we did that that we like the most. Now, we run 50+2 off of our boards, and we also run lead core. I wish I had one of the clips with me, but I might. Let me look. I think they're all at home, though. Yeah, they are. But it's one of the clips for the braid that they recommend. It goes onto the front. You'll wrap your line around it, and then you'll shut it, and it'll clip in. And then the theory is, you know, you give your rod a snap, and it opens that up, and the line comes off the end. I tried them. They did not work. I mean, I tried everything, wrapping them one way, clockwise, counterclockwise, and somewhere your line would get tangled up. So what we do, we use 10-pound XT for 50+2. We twist it up, it goes into the clip. Now when people come on my boat, I don't have to show them how to do the other clip. We use the same one. Lead core, I got 20-pound XT. So for my backer. So we have rods with 2, 5, 7 colors of lead, the advanced. So on the advanced, you're using a little bit less line because it's heavier or whatnot. So we twist up our 20-pound XT, we put that in the orange clip, and now we can release our lead core, and we can release our 50+2. And with this planer board setup, I really can't find anything wrong with it. The boards run perfect. There's a lead weight. It can be adjusted into the back to set your boards this way, depending on what kind of cranks you're running. So this is our ultimate planer board setup. Been running this setup for a year. No issues. Don't feel like I'd have to change a thing, at least right now. So if you like this kind of video, or if you have some tips, leave them in the comments. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And as always, stay dirty.